to think about as we get going is, did you ever consider up until, I guess, maybe being part of either Dynamic Love or Gospel Revolution, that God had dreams and plans for his life?
I never did.
Right?
You know,
Never.
I never thought like that either.
Me neither.
I didn't.
But when you stop and think about it, it's like, well, yeah. Because we have dreams and plans for our lives.
And
We're made in his image.
Exactly. Exactly. Where'd that come from? Yep, yep.
But when you stop and do that, I mean, you can't, this message wouldn't have worked if the discussion on God having a dream and a vision for his life wasn't part of it, right? Because that gives us insight into the heart of God and how he feels about us.
Right, right.
And that's just it. We haven't really connected with God's love for us. We've just kind of heard about it. And I don't say we, like us, over the last however many years since we saw the truth. I'm talking about as a whole, most people in the world haven't really connected, especially in the church, with the love of God because they can't relate to it. And when I say it, I mean they struggle to relate to him, right? They have this kind of thought that God is God way far away from them. And they're not really similar. They're not like each other.
Right.
You know, if we don't have a likeness, if we're not similar, if he's so far up and I'm so down here, then you struggle to relate to that guy. You struggle to relate to him like in a real relationship. Now, in your head, you'd always describe it as a relationship. In your head, you would say, you know, God loves you. In your head, you would say these things, but you're not like experiencing it like you connect with things on a human level.
Right.
You know, you ever notice like when you're watching like a love story or something on TV or something and there's like another human over there and you see them experiencing a feeling, how it can really suck you into where like you can connect to it and it's as if you're feeling the same thing, right?
You want that.
You want that, you feel it, the whole thing.
Right.
Well, that's how God designed for it to be with us, where we would experience it by being able to relate to him. But if we think we're so different from him, if we can't understand that we think very similar to how he thinks as far as like you said, having dreams, the passions that we feel, the emotions that we feel, they come from God. God's the one who first would feel that emotion. So if we have a longing to find someone to be with or find someone to love, man, that God would also have to be able to have that same kind of longing, that same kind of desire, right?
Yeah.
I remember being